EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Detroit!
On first down, Huff. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Huff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 3rd down. Huff. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here, because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering. It, just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Carolina getting set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Huff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richards. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huff over the middle, complete. It's Richards. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
From the gun, Huff. And the pressure gets to him again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll go ground game here with a tailback. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
And they'll run it here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Leopard. Leopard.
Back to throw now on first down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Leopard. Leopard.
taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun. Huff. And it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up. No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives. And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed up against their own goal line, but When they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lloyd. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards. There on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Set. 3-19.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And a 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He spins free.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Huff into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, of the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me. All right, here we go. 319.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Huff. Over the middle, complete. It's Hammond. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 24 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huff. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st down, Huff. Open man is Uzama. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again. Huff. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Graham Gano on for the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with it. Touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
First down pass play, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Detroit! Back 99!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hurry up, here we go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Over! Watch him now, Barney! Detroit! Check, 53's Mike! Check, 53's Mike! 3 buds.
Back to throw. Huff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Gun!
Throwing on first down. Huff. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
No, Jack, Patriot!
A final shot before break. Huff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. This quarterback now just 5 of 16 throwing the ball, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39, green.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's got that wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun. Hot, hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 319, 319. Hot.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
319. Gun, 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 gun.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. In for the score. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And his pass, incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Operating from the gun. Huff. Finding some room at midfield. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Huff flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
No, check, Patriot.
To throw on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun!
And the blitz does come. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to strike for 6. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. That's Newton. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. try and start this drive in the air. Going for the deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here we go. Hurry up, here we go.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, they'll throw. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will tie the score at 15-all. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Huff. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Now a handoff looking right. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah,
and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yeah, keep reading track. Let's go.
From the gun. Huff. And this is caught. He hits more. And down inside the 15 he goes. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You got it. You got it. You got it. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gun.
To throw on 2nd down. Huff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Huff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sims. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
The setup, a throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And now running right through it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Looking to throw. Huff. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Huff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Panthers. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on 1st down. Huff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw again. Huff. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for a loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Back to throw. Huff. And he's got his target. That's more. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second and goal from the 1.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go with the keeper. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final minute. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Rashaan Melvin that time able to make the play. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Set, lead, ID.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 37. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Now let's go.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Panthers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.